Good morning. Once again, I'm coming back to the series of the credit union development. As you all aware, I'm the former Chief Executive Officer of the Asian Confederation of Credit Union. Currently, I'm working as a Chief Technical Officer, particularly in credit union development in Myanmar. It's sponsored by the UN CDF, part of the Greenfield Micro Lead. Today my presentations are related to the membership of the savings and credit cooperative. As you are aware that when it comes to the financial cooperative, savings and credit cooperative, entirely different business model with the cooperative banks. There are cooperative banks. I'm not going to deliberate more details. Cooperative banks is a financing for the cooperative sector. That's one of the criteria. But ownership has a very different perspective. Some cooperative banks are owned by the government. I have a very clear example. It is called BACC, Bank of Agriculture and Cooperative in Thailand. It's nothing to do with the cooperative ownerships owned by the government. It was similar kind of approach even in Malaysia. It's owned by the cooperative. No. There's another business model in particularly most of the India owned by the cooperatives and then it's financing for all the cooperative sector come together and getting the banking license. That's very different. And another sector is owned by the cooperatives and serves to the cooperative. So I think this is, I am going to have a separate presentation. So there's no restriction of the membership. They can go to the stock market. Sometimes it's going to be exclusively only the cooperative. So that's not, I'm going to talk that matter today. When it comes to the savings and credit cooperative, it's quite also dilemma and critical issues. I talk the membership. There are 4 areas. Size of the membership, exclusive services for the membership, regulatory framework of the membership. Most of the Asian countries, savings and credit cooperative, it's indicated the minimum membership to organize a primary level savings and credit cooperative. Particularly where I'm working in the Myanmar, saying the 5 people could be organized savings and credit cooperative. In Bangladesh, in Nepal, even in Sri Lanka, it's only 25 people, 30 people, 40 people. But it's luckily in the Laos has a very clearly a minimum 250. So let's put this perspective. Now, is it possible to run the viable business with the 5 members? Not, definitely, it's not. So then what is the appropriate membership of the savings and credit cooperative? This presentation precisely I like to focus most developing stage of the savings and credit cooperative where the country has not leveraged to the next level. So this is I like to highlight. They need to go the next innovations. If your cooperative, if your manager, if your board of directors, if they're less than 1,500 members, this is I'm going to talk to you. Today, if your membership is less than 200, you are no more in business. The savings and credit cooperative, you get a registration, but you cannot do viable business. If your manager, if your board of directors, your targets should be set 2015 when I will bring the 1,500 members. So you have to apply the various strategies, marketing techniques to bring the more member, more money, more share, more savings, not more problem. I think that's what I like to highlight, that every cooperative society, savings and credit cooperative, where the membership, I don't want to spell out the country name. If you are looking for your own credit union, I am saying, based on last 40 years my experience on cooperative, cooperative is a business, economic business. So you need to do the business volume to sustain it. Let's say, if you are having a less than 1,500, what are the consequences? You're not able to do the financial viability because you cannot bring the more mobilizing savings, so there's no business. Then you could not able to maintain the operational viability, sustainability, and then what's going to happen? So when you look at if you don't have a financial viability, if you don't have an operational efficiency, and then consequently the members are not going to happen. Members are always lining up with to credit, approve the credit, but you have to wait in the line. And then members are not happy, your market image is a competitive position is going down. So then it's got evolving to the members, staff satisfaction is never going to reach. So this is how we're going to work, one after one after one. To avoid this, every single savings and credit cooperative target 1,500 minimum within 2 years. Where I am working in the Myanmar, we started saying that 2,500 members for the cooperative. So where my previous presentation I explained the sustainable savings and credit cooperative. So you can have it. Okay, that's very important. 3 staff members. If you're having a 1,500 members, so now we need to look at what is your operational area. We call it territory management. Savings and credit cooperative, every single small hamlet is not possible to have your own primary cooperative. Where particularly my own country, in Sri Lanka, it has 8,000 savings and credit cooperative. We need to look at the market image, market driven. These are not going to be sustainable at all. So they need to look at what is, if the old village has no expansion for the room to bring the new members, now you need to look at next strategy. How you going to territory management to talk with the next savings and next door savings and credit cooperative and bring it to the savings and credit cooperative, merge amalgamations. That's next our strategy. In case if you feel that your whole village, our membership expansion should not go horizontal and vertical and try to bring in your pyramid. When you look at the pyramid and bottom line and try to go the vertical, and in case you are reach 30%, okay, so you may not able to bring it to 40, 50, 60, no, it's not possible at all. So if you are at least reach 25% in your market image and then looking collaborations, this is very crucial. You might say, no, Ranjit can talk, but we have to find, we have only one vision, sustainable savings and credit cooperative. You talk to the next chairman. I think this need a federation role, not leave as a federation role is a managing network. So you need able to bring in a sample and piloting projects, at least 5 chairmen, board of directors, and negotiate. Okay, first steps. I will go into that. In case you are not able to amalgamate immediately, can you do that? One standardized product, savings, one standardized loan program, one standardized operational performance, and one management. So do you see, now we have a 5 savings and credit cooperative as a 1 computer, 1 office, 3 staffs are managing. So when you're looking this type of approach, 1 year, they will don't see any different at all. Members are benefited. So then we can move to next word, one plan. So now we look at all ones as a consensus and a 4 general assembly at one place. And then we have a one after one, everybody watching, and then we will bring into the as a one organization. This is a long-term vision. Sustainability of the savings and credit cooperative is depend on this. Now my next one, business with the non-members. Most of the savings and credit cooperatives saying, oh, we have 200 members, 1,000 non-members. How do you justify member-based organization, 1,000 members and more than 200, 300, 400 non-members? What is the purpose of this? If you are board of directors, you are manager, if you're not able to convince them to become a member. So why is critical issues? Having a share capital is a very important part, sense of ownership. I think this is what we need to put it to the members. Yes, you can be a member. That's another critical part. Members must always, good standing member, must do savings monthly. Share small amount, savings big amount. But some country has wrong interpretations about share and saving. Go to the PERS. PERS is very clear. When you look at your balance sheet and look at it, that proportionate of the share is at 10 to 20%, saving 70 to 80%. So we need to put it that all this membership, savings and credit cooperative, every member must participate monthly. Small, take example, 20 cents share, 80 cents of savings. Very simple. If you are looking at only $1, if you are looking for the $5, same proportionate, 20% share, 80% saving. This is why the board of directors and management could not implement such a program. So this is what I like to highlight today. So all the board members need to plan it. Members, staff, everybody is involved in implementation, marketing. Increasing the membership, various kind of focus groups. Youth focus group, women focus group, children focus group, we can have it. So that's what, bringing the new techniques, member get members. So I strongly believe membership is the key issues. But I'm not telling you again. I will come back to it in my another presentation and having 150,000 members. That's a very difficult part. I will talk to this separate my presentation over membership. Let's start to increase the membership to minimum. Every single savings and credit cooperative in Asia. Slogan, minimum membership 1,500. Go, start, promote one by one. Our purpose is wealth creation for the membership. Thank you very much for listening. Back again to my next presentation. Thank you very much.